Okay, it shows we're live.
Call to order the special meeting of the Planning and Zoning Commission for the City of West Tawakoni for May 27th, 2021. It is now 6 o'clock in the evening.
Oh, here, let me start. Started at 6 o'clock. Go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
that's okay. Attendance call. I noticed that Tommy Shoemaker is not here. If you'll, or Sheila, to say here or not?
I'm here.
Here.
This is Chris Bonham, it's on here.
Okay.
James Chef here.
Okay, Charles Falcons, chairman here.
Teresa Snyder here.
Jared Coffins here. Okay, moving on to citizen input. Do we have anybody here that has input not involving the cloisters? Do we have anything on the record or emailed? Okay. The answer to that is no.
Correct. Correct. No, there is not.
Okay, old business, item number 5,
I'm
none.
sorry. You skipped number 3.
I skipped number 3.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's right. Item number 3, discuss and approve P&Z minutes from May 6, 2021. Everybody has a copy of the minutes from the last meeting.
Motion to approve meetings from
I have a motion to approve the meeting of May 6th, minutes from meeting of May 6th. Do I have a second?
Second, Teresa Snyder.
Teresa Sider, second. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Passed unanimously. Now, item 5, no new business. And I see the agenda list, item 5, again under new business. Discussion and take action regarding request by Terry Moore, agent of Westack LLC, for the replat of their property known as the Cloisters, located at 200 Maze Lane, Evalia, in the city of West Tawakoni, currently zoned multifamily, changing the proposed duplex lots located east of phase 1 and phase 2 to other multiple family use, and to include an additional 4 lots to the south of same. We have here today is Terry Moore. You have the floor.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And we really appreciate y'all taking the time to have this reschedule, to schedule this special session. And it means a lot to us, and we hope we can return the favor. Once again, my name is Terry Moore. I'm with the Cloisters, and with us is Randy Warren and John Helms. And we just come up here to see what we're wanting to do next with our property over there on the Maze Lane. Currently, it is all multifamily. We're keeping it multifamily, but what we like to do is we'd like to interject a little bit more denser apartment units. Okay, and there's a more of a need out here than we anticipated, and when this was brought up to us quite some time back, we started looking into the study of it and find out there's a waiting list in the Hunt County area for multifamily, not just necessarily duplexes or single family, but for multifamily. Now, in this particular property, the way this is zoned for 20 units to the acre is the maximum, and so we'll be right at that. Probably we're looking at the end of the day when we're all through, we've got 240 units. But right now we're looking at starting. This looks like a lot of units, but we're only starting 24 units, and another 3 of these another 2 of these duplexes within the next month or 2. As long as we can get through all the process with the permits and stuff. But this is going to be I think this is going to be a very, very nice change for us, as well as for the city of West Tawakoni and everybody that lives out here. We have already done the entry signs, which looks nice. It's cut into the steel panels, got rock on them, et cetera. We're going to try to keep that concept going through. But right now we're going to do the phase 3. We're going to introduce a new entrance into it. But as you come into the property, we will have, as you see here, a clubhouse and an office for obvious reasons. There'll be a health club in it as well, a spa. And then we also have a swimming pool to the side of it. And across the street from where the spa is, we're gonna have an open area like a park, but it is a park. And it'll have a line around it for food trucks. So we can have, open about 6 food trucks. We can have, functions. We can have Chamber of Commerce meetings there. We can have all kinds of, little togethers that anybody here in town would like to use it when we schedule it. And then across the street back to the clubhouse and the swimming pool, next to the swimming pool, this is a lawn. And what we use that for is for outdoor theater. And so we'll have a very large screen right in the building. We'll drop down a large screen. We'll have movies out there. People come out there, the residents come out and they can have, the movies. They can have their pets. They can do all of the things that they want to do out there. Picnic, if you would, and watch the movies. And that's kind of on us to do that. This time we're building 2 buildings, one here, and one across the street. Both these buildings are 2-story units. Each one will have about 12 units in it. And then we'll stop that point. We'll loop the street, come in, we'll loop it, where we have a loop water system as well as a fire lane. And then we start filling all this in later on. As these buildings get absorbed from the market, then we'll come over here to expand to these other buildings. So, and also we're wanting to put a row of storage facilities down the back of the property, kind of like it fits between us and our neighbor. And that'd be like about 20 feet deep, about 10 feet wide for boats, for cars, storage, et cetera, et cetera.
So it would be a solid fence there,
It'd be a solid, it'd be
the back of
Back
it.
The back of the units, all right.
Yeah.
It's a fence.
Okay, just for clarification, phase 1 and phase 2 down there are blank. Those are the ones that are built already.
right.
And phase 3 is going to be the square where you're going to put a couple more duplexes.
Right, here'll be 2 more duplexes.
Okay, what's phase 4 then?
Phase 4 would be these other units over here or down this way, more likely right over here. Where it depends upon how they're absorbed. Right now, there's phase 3 includes these units, and we most likely it'd be these other buildings over here, phase 4.
Okay, now you understand you'll have to come back if you plan on going out the other way before you, instead of finishing out that area, you'll have to come back for approval because that is not laid out for the density that you have right now.
Yeah, this is all laid out for 2 separate units farms right here.
Oh, it is?
Yes, it is.
Okay, the way you have it drawn there, is that,
We were just highlighting this addition of this. At one time, we were looking at doing this all at one time, but we decided to split it up. Just let's get them rented first, and then we just do this half. We do this last of these half.
okay, now, the food trucks in that area and the movie theater thing and the pool, is that all available to the whole public of West Tawakoni or just the residents?
Well, at this point in time, I would most likely assume it's just going to be for the residents at this time. However, I would think down the road to be a community friend, it might be something that might be worked out. I don't know.
Okay, and one last question before I turn it over to my fellow commissioners. Maze Lane there is going to take a lot of traffic from this. Any plans on helping the city out with that?
Well, we've been talking about it with the mayor pro tem and the mayor, and we've also talked with the public works gentleman.
Right.
So we're in talks.
So
Okay?
you are talking, that is being addressed.
We've talking about that, yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay,
We're trying to figure out how we can kind of work together on it,
okay,
Because I know, we're not the only ones that takes that big heat on it. The Dollar General here,
Yes.
they tear that up.
I know they do. That was should never gone that way. In any case,
It is what it is.
Bill, you have any
So,
questions? Oh, wait, you
This is Chris Bonham.
have?
Does the property east of Dollar General, is that part of your plan or is that someone else's property? Is there?
That's somebody else's property.
So is there any way you could possibly get interest off of 276 on the property?
Well, that'd be great. I mean, we like to do that. I understand that the guy that owns Dollar General, same guy that owns that tract of land. And I don't know, we looked at doing a hotel there at one time. And, but we might be able to talk to the gentleman about maybe we could say, hey, listen, you know, we've got a little bit of extra money here. You want to swap out that land for this money and we put an interest right there. What I like to see a street light. There at the
You
corner
know,
of Main
stop and
Lake.
go at
Sir?
the stop and go light at
Yeah.
Mays and 276.
Yeah, that and down there by the golf drive. I love to see that right out here. And then this place would blow up with retail.
Okay. Sheila, you have any questions?
No.
I had one more.
You had one more?
Initially, when your phase 1 and phase 2 project started, it was zoned as apartments to start with. And did that change from my
No, it was-
remembrance from like 4 or 5 years ago, whatever that was, when it was first proposed, it was gonna be apartments. And then sometime later, it went to the duplexes.
It went to, actually, when I went to the senior housing, senior living. And that didn't look too good at the time when we got it going and being introduced it to the market just wasn't there. So we had to turn it back to a duplex community.
No further questions.
Sure.
Sorry, I have a few clarifying questions. So I'm not really clear what's there now, what's for future. So from the left to right, you know, those three buildings, the first row, you know, to the left. So anything in color, that's not there yet, right?
That's right.
It's not there. Okay, so what's there is in front of it, or west of it, phase 1 and phase 2. I just wanted to confirm.
Anything?
That's all I have.
Teresa?
The food trucks, that would be something, if you were able to pull that off, as long as the city approved it, would be something for the community that would be a great place for it, or out here at the park. The people that are, you've sold out phase 1, correct?
Yes, we did.
Okay, but phase 2 is not sold out yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Are they gonna have any problem with apartments being around them?
No,
Okay,
no, and the apartments
Are
are
they-
going to, the apartments will continue this look. The Austin stone, some heavy cedar, some metal, on and on and on. And your corrugated metal, you know, see that size, that's gonna be carried on over to here, these units. So it's gonna be, it's not gonna be just, you know, if we did this, then we're gonna do over here. That's all, it's all gonna look alike.
okay.
Or resemble each other, you know.
Yeah, what about the cost of what they paid for the duplexes versus what they're gonna have to pay for the apartments? Is it gonna be
Well, these are-
equivalent to where they're gonna feel like they're still getting their money? Because, you know, we bring in apartments sometimes, will that bring their property?
No, these are, I say apartments.
Okay.
What's the square footage?
The apartments,
Yeah.
they average around 1,200 square feet, maybe between 900. But the smaller units, like the real small 1 bedrooms, will be like 700, something like that. And then the bigger ones get to about 1,200 square feet.
700 being a,
No,
like a
it's-
studio apartment?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now what we're holding back over here, not build that out, these buildings over here will be 4 stories. And so, and at the top floor up here, we feel like both these over here, we can get a real nice view of the lake. And so we're planning on making some large decks off these things and be able to see across the road and over to the lake.
Are you gonna have elevators in this?
On the 4 stories, we have to, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You're not gonna put them into the 3-story though?
Not an elevator, no.
Okay.
But then once we do the 3 and 4 stories, what we consider high rise, West Tawakoni, Texas.
Right, wow,
Yeah.
Because we see at the penthouse.
right?
What kind of lighting are you gonna do, like street lamps, that sort of thing?
Yeah, all the lights will be directed down. You know, we won't have anything worse in the sky.
That's good.
It's gonna be well lighted.
It'll be very
for
well
safety
lit.
reasons.
Yes. Yes, sir. I mean, over where the bike racks are going to be, there'll be special lighting over the bike racks. You know, all this area over here, especially because that's where a lot of people will be at. You know, all lighting over here, down the roads will be lit up, but it's going to be very low, you know, intense light, but controlled light.
Okay, and are these apartments Do they enter from a hallway or do they enter to the
They're garden
outside?
style. The garden style, they're enter from the outside.
Okay.
Those are good questions.
But it's important to know that this community is gonna be the same all the way through it. All these duplexes will be the same, all the way through here will be the same, and you'll look like a community.
Do you have more pictures underneath that?
Well, it was,
That's the
yeah, see,
same.
this is the sign that we built out there.
Yeah, and it looks great.
I like
I
it.
like that.
That's
This
the finished product.
Well, no, this was before this, and
Oh,
this is before we started doing all the heavy pedestrian stuff in the middle of the facility here. So then we changed it all that here, but all this stuff stayed the same. Just had to be ahead of the board.
okay. Now, your request is to change this to apartments. What is it, what is it set up for right now?
Multifamily,
And that's what you're putting in there?
that's what we have. We have multifamily. Yeah, we're not changing the zoning, we just didn't want to be able to come through and knock out all these individual lots down through here.
Okay. So you're replatting that for that purpose?
That's, yeah.
Okay.
And we built a lot of apartments, and this one, I think, this is the end of the day, for a community like this, I think this is going to be a really nice facility. I think you could be really smart.
What's the completion date proposed for the first, for phase 3?
Phase 3 will take about 14 months.
So you're talking about a little over a year from now?
Yes, sir.
Are there any apartments in phase 3 or is it just a duplex?
No, it's their apartments here and across the street.
No questions. Looks like a great idea.
Mhm.
You desperately need apartments.
I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we accept the replat. Is that how we're framing it?
If,
Of
I
the
don't
cloisters?
know how you define those areas. Those are all platted in separate plats, right?
It'll be under an HOA, yes.
Okay.
You may suggest, it was originally designed and platted as all duplexes. And so this is the incorporation of apartments into that, the new plat design.
Well, the only thing I'm thinking about is we're trying to define the property that this replat is taking place on, to define it separate from the other parts.
Well, the thing is that these duplexes will each be, have their own lot numbers on them. When you get back to the back, this is just one huge tract of land back here. We're gonna take all those lots out of it. When we take that out, it'll be 10, 12 acres back here at the back, all underneath one lot, one block.
What's the date on your plan there?
4/20/21, 4/26/21.
420, where are you looking
Right by the proposed site
at? Oh,
plan.
okay. Why don't you make your motion as to the replat based on the Cloisters site plan dated, whatever the date is.
Okay. I make a motion, we accept the cloisters replatting to incorporate apartments dated 04/26/2021.
We have a motion to approve the replat. Second,
I'll second.
a second, Teresa seconds. Any further comment, discussion? All in favor of the replat? Aye. Aye. All opposed? Unanimous. We have on our agenda item number 6, Commissioner's announcement, request for items to be included on next agenda. Does anybody have anything?
We don't have a million. If we don't have a million.
Oh,
That's all right.
We do have something we have to quickly discuss, though. And that's that Leanne is leaving. When she leaves, she will not be able to make the 6 o'clock time slot to remain our assistant secretary, which means going back to 7 o'clock if we want to keep her running. Will you be able to keep our minutes up to date and
Yes, sir.
everything? Any comment? Anyone? You want to
So
leave it
you're
at
saying
6 and look for somebody else? Good luck, or you want to,
No, this one move back to 7.
how do you feel?
Ooh,
I
I
know
already
you
have a
know,
lot going on, so, I'm just gonna abstain and let everybody else do with whatever.
Sheila,
Better for me.
what, 7?
7.
Okay, Chris?
Yeah, I don't have a problem either way, I'm retired.
Yeah,
I wish I could say that.
Yeah.
I would prefer 6 with, you know.
You would
7 o'clock
prefer
is when
that,
I
so we
close
got
the
1,
other place.
6, 2, 6.
But I'd take 7 is the
We're
majority.
sort of even divided. How about we just take a quick vote and hands for 7 o'clock? Hands for 6 o'clock.
Is not here. So.
I'll do this.
Yeah. Well, let's let it go for now and I'll check with Tommy and see what she wants. Does everybody agree we'll go with what she wants? So she's the tiebreaker.
As long as we're not going 2 and 3 hours.
No.
I will
we're
walk
not-
out the door.
We're not gonna do that.
And I'm done. Last time was almost 2 hours. so
That's
it's like-
bad.
Yeah.
Okay, we got one more item, number 7. I need motion.
Make a motion.
Second.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion, a second to adjourn. All in favor?
Uh,
All opposed? We're adjourned.
6:22 p.m.
Are we gonna have a meeting next week?
Oh, meeting next week.
Yeah.
I tell you what, everybody really-
Nothing to go
Are
over.
you-